Ready? Yeah.
Maybe you can start about the draw. What are your views about the draw?
I think we have very good draw today. This draw is open. You see like Confederation Cup and the Champions League. I think every team have a chance. Because football in Africa is going grow, and then we see what's happening as well. But if you want to see, like you're saying, obviously they're seeing like the best team. Sometimes they're saying, the team they're playing the high level, they will be good throw, but it's not the truth, because we're seeing what's happening for World Cup. We see some teams like Cape Verde, they're going through. That's mean like football in Africa and increase a lot. We don't have any small team anymore. And that group, what's happening, the best team they will win, and the one they want to win, they structure how they work, they prepare the game. The best one thinks that they can win just two tournaments.
And there are no teams from your homeland. Are you maybe disappointed?
Yeah, of course. Everyone, I wish we can have a Cameroon team here, but we was very close. But we went out we lost the game against, not lost, we drew home and then we drew again in Algeria, 0-0, but we was very close. That's when we will learn for what's happening this year, for next year to be part of this big tournament, one of the best tournaments in Africa. I'm very sad because with Cameroon team we are not part of this, and hopefully next year we will learn for what's not happening. It doesn't work very well this year to be part of next year.
National team, also in the playoffs.
Yeah, we're in the playoff. Cameroon always we're part of World Cup. We're part of we are one of the big team our continent here. But this year we was very close. We are, like I said, when the beginning of the group, we know we will be there, but at the end of the day, we're not there at the moment. But I'm sure the guys will fight to come back in the place we are, because we are not in the right place. But we have 2 games. We have 2 final. We start to be on November. I think like in 20 days or no, 12 days or something like that. I'm sure the guys, they prepare themselves to be part of this big tournament, because to be in the World Cup is one World Cup without Cameroon is not the same thing for our continent.
Alex, how big of a disappointment is the fact that the indomitable Lions find themselves in the playoffs? When you look at the star players, the quality that they have, many would have thought they get the outright spot to go to the World Cup.
I agree with you. Like you said, we have very good players. We have if we see what we have in our continent, the player we're playing, they play in the high level. It's not normal to be in this kind of situation. Like, we have to learn as well to see what's going on, what didn't work very well, the way how we want to do it, and the way how we want to achieve something. I think we didn't put everything in the same place to be part of this, and then we have to learn for this one to show our guys now we didn't do it very well. We have to go back to the track to make the people for our country to be very happy, because we know Cameroonian team always to be part of the big tournament in the world, and we are not at the moment. I'm sure the guys, they will know, they will take, like you say, guys, we have to go back to put everything on their hands to be part of this big tournament, and we are not happy about the guys. I'm sure for 2 years they will to be part of this.
Is it performance, or you think there's other things influencing?
We have to put everything together, football, I was playing as well. I know how it's happened. Football is not only in the pitch, out of the pitch as well. It's very important. That means we have to see something didn't go well, something is going well. We have to try to learn about what's happening, what didn't go well, and put everything together to be part in the same way, because when we have that 2 different ways, it's not easy to be part of what we want to achieve. To achieve something, we have to be together. And I think what is not happening, and this time, I think maybe we was not together. What I'm saying, we have to try to say to everyone now, we have to look in the same direction to be part of what we have to achieve all together.
Is that maybe one of the challenges for the traditionally big nations in Africa, where in the past, Cameroon, you look at Nigeria as well right now in the same position, big stars in their team, but when you look at their media as well, they're always talking about playing collectively, playing as a team. Is that where maybe teams like Cape Verde, came up, and in Nigeria, Cameroon, and so on, they're still looking up to these big players to make it happen?
They are not lucky, because when you're part of a country like Cameroon, we have a big story, we have a great player, the big players playing, and they did very well, That's sometimes it's not like it's not advantage for the young guys that's coming up, because people just believe like, oh, in the past we have this team, we have this kind of player. When you come, it's not the same player now. We have to give them time as well to develop themselves, to be part of this, to make their own story. And sometimes in Africa we're not patient. We're not patient, because every time when you win, and then you not start winning, people saying, oh, why this one, why this? No, you have to give them time. Because the glory was there, the glory have to come back. They have to learn, they have to have a mistake to see how things goes, to come back on the track, And I'm sure Cameroon will come back on the track.
Alex, Hugo Broos was coach of Cameroon, and he's done fairly well, or quite well, with Bafana Bafana. I don't know if you've seen the progress he's made with Bafana. What do you make of him as a coach, and what he's done with South Africa?
I think we have to congratulate him, because the way how he's doing good job as well in Cameroon, and then he come here, back at the Bafana, when I remember, I have in my mind, like, they was not doing very good. And then Hugo Broos we have to, congratulate him, because the way how he's starting doing the job here, he's doing very, very good job, Because, when we look Bafana in the past, they have a very good player, very great player, very biggest story of the player. When I was young, I was watching them playing, like Benny McCarthy, John Mush, all those guys, I was dreaming when I was seeing Bafana. And then they go down. Nobody see anything's happen, And now they come back. They come back now. We are happy, because, like I'm saying, like Bafana, one of the big nations of our continent, and the way how they're doing very good now. I'm saying I'm happy for them. I'm happy because it's our continent. When you have the team of continent, they try to do good, and I'm so happy. I'm glad, because you guys, you go to World Cup, and it will be a long time, what's happening. And now I'm sure everyone is now behind the national team, and we have to thank Hugo Broos for that we did.
Okay, can I just ask just one last